So, we're back to Riven. We're about, 3.5 or 4 hours in. And just as we had left... Oh, that's right. We left off here. We left off here because I wasn't really sure what was going on. We took a deeper look at these stained glass windows, right? Or art pieces. Seem to be stained glass. Could be some other kind of whatever. I guess they're done in that mosaic style, but it's not really glass. I mean, look at the stars and stuff. They're not done in the same way. But anyway. It's very interesting. I guess I want to start off by continuing to rave about the little wooden toy, right? So we found a toy that you spin this thing and a number, a symbol comes up that represents a number, and then there's these little hangman figures, and one of them drops down that many, and then the shark goes to the other side, or the whale, or whatever it is. You spin again, another number comes up, and the other guy drops that number of times. And I went on and on about how brilliant that was as a game thing, and the more that I thought about it, I'm like, that really is something pretty unique to gaming. And I'm kind of stealing a little bit of this idea from a video that I saw a while back, where they were talking about the fact that you can linger in a video game in a way that you really cannot in a movie. You can pause a movie, but as soon as you pause it, you're no longer watching it. The story stops, any kind of plot progression stops, and you don't see anything new. You have stopped watching the movie if you pause it. If you are reading a book and you don't turn the page, you can sit there and think, but what's happening in the book, you're not getting any more information from the book. The plot's not moving on or anything. Nothing is happening if you stop reading. And that is not true of video games. Video games, you can do what I did here. I came to this place, and even though I'm not moving on in the plot, I'm still doing things. Things are still happening, even though I'm not moving from one place to another. That I kept looking in these things over and over again and seeing, oh, there's this information I didn't quite get before, or maybe there could be something here that I completely missed, like looking up at the ceiling, right, at the stars. Or when I kept playing with the woodblock, because that was what made me think about that. The idea that you couldn't put that in a book or a movie and have that same level of discovery. The only reason that I had that discovery was because I lingered in that room and on that object and continued to interact with it. In a movie, you don't have a choice. Either the protagonist spins the thing one time, or he spins it 4 times, or he spins it 18 times, and you don't get to choose. The movie kind of, it's almost unavoidable that the movie is going to draw the connection for you. You don't draw that connection. The movie hands it to you most of the time. You could go back and watch it a second time and then understand it more, but alright, so what we figured out here is that when we spin the room, we can either enter and we can see what's over there, and it's that dome. Or we can spin it and it shows something else. It shows whatever is over in this direction. Let's recap what we know and what we're trying to find out. We can count to 9 or 10 now. I lost my notebook. All is lost. All is found again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 There were two numbers that I didn't figure out. There was 8 and 1. I spun that thing a number of times and neither one of them came up. But we'll live with that. I'll figure it out if I see them. In fact, is there kind of a pattern? Maybe there's kind of a pattern there. I don't know. So we learned our numbers, and we have found 3 things on a particular part of the island. We'll go over there. Oh, this is... I can't manually open that. I need to open it with the controls. Like, this is telling a story all its own. And oh, it's just the thing closing. I deeply appreciate how well they've done this, at least so far. I don't know how the rest of the story is going to go. I don't know how the rest of the game and the puzzles are going to go. Did I close that? Is there anything else over here? I can't, like, walk into that corner. Nope. Oh, we can skip these. We can skip them. I'll let this one play out, just this one, so I can continue talking. We found 3 things that have symbols for 2, 3, and 5 on them. I'm hypothesizing that there are 2 more that have a 1 and a 4. Each one of them also makes a noise. One of them makes what is confirmed to be a frog noise. We know because we found a frog. It's called a yurtram. Yurtram. Marty spelled backwards. Yeah, here was one of them. Makes a very explicit frog noise, which we know from having caught the frog. Or not caught the frog, but seen the frog. We still don't know what this button here does, and it vexes me quite greatly. There's another one down there. Are there 2 more down there? Where is the other? There's one down there, and there's one up here and to the left. Is that just him sounding the thing? Yeah. I don't know if there's any significance to that yet. The fact that it plays out all the time is starting to make me think that there is some significance to it. Like, that after he's done that, something happens. Am I maybe resetting the alarm when I go push that blue button? So where is the last one? Over here? That's where I just was. This opens up. And that is rotating. There's their pagan fish god. So let me get reacquainted. Where exactly is the... There was a place where we got to the submarine. Just noticed there's a bridge up above me here. Can't see it here or here. There it is. Yeah, if this is not it. It's also interesting. It's interesting that there is still no inventory in the game. Like, that is... It's so... Oh! I can go down here? Oh, look at that. Okay. Goat noise or something, and a 4. We know that symbol is 4. So we've found a 2, 3, 4, and 5. If we find a 1, then that's one puzzle solved, as we almost certainly run through and hit them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't seem to be able to interact with this knife, which has a glowing handle. And this is right at the base of that interesting sword. So now we know the sword was not just there for show. Saint Just Germany, hello! Welcome to the stream. We're having a grand old time. That didn't happen before. That was, I'm guessing, the same bug that I bothered last stream. He just randomly shows up and wants to buzz around. Good for him. You like this game? I love this game so far. This is a totally blind playthrough for me, so in the interest of letting me enjoy the game completely and utterly, please make sure that you don't give any hints or anything. If it seems like I'm lost, don't worry. I got a pretty good idea of what I'm doing. Serpent will tell you that's a lie. I do talk out loud an awful lot. And if it seems like I'm asking a question, I really am not. Like right now, I will manage to ask. Don't put words in your mouth. They're the same words that I got from your mouth many times. So if I say something like, "Where the heck did I find the number 5? The number 5 spinny thing?" That's just me wondering where it is, not saying that I really want someone to tell me. What are we doing? So there's those things. Maybe it actually is down this way. Down here is the... I've been to this one many times. I'm just trying to remember. This is... That one is 5. It's the 2 that I sometimes can't find. That rock is kind of shaped like a whale, too. So I'm happy that in wandering... I managed to run into a place that I hadn't been yet. That is very encouraging. It means that the one probably... like, the fact that I found all 4 of these on the same section of the map means that the number 1 has to be here somewhere. Oh! Oh! I did not... That is a very easy thing to miss. Okay, water filled that in, and it looks like a jellyfish? Or something? Maybe I'm reading into the shape too much. Oh, that's the beetle noise. I had swaying bridge written down because I couldn't think of what kind of sound that was, but it's actually the beetle. It's the little beetle that was flying around earlier. Which means it was actually important to the game, important to the plot, that I poked that beetle so that I could hear what it sounds like when it flies around that flower at random. So we have frog, beetle, whale, maybe, and goat, maybe. I don't know what to do with this information. Can I hit this again? I cannot. Can I hit this? No. For what reason? For what reason have I filled that up with water? Okay, that's where I came from. Didn't notice that the first time, but I don't think that means anything. Oh, that's right. I was in the middle of saying that I find myself really liking the fact that there's no inventory, because it seems like the most straightforward thing in the world. Like, okay, we're doing puzzles. Well, of course, you need items to do puzzles. But not having them takes away the annoying... Like, what did I find earlier? That food pellet and the frog, right? They said, yeah, you can pick up the food pellet, but you can only use it right here on this screen. If they had let me take it with me, it would have introduced this idea that, well, now it's time to go rub a food pellet on absolutely everything in the game if I ran out of ideas. And now, when I run out of ideas, there's no dumb default behavior for me to fall back on. I can explore, which is great, but I can't, like, there's a difference between exploring and just going, well, process of elimination, rub the skeleton hand with glue on everything, every item that I have, every new item that I find, everything at every new location that I find. But out of frustration, that's what you would naturally end up doing. All right, let me try the process of elimination. Okay. Here's where I found one of them. There's where I found another one. So that's 1, 2 over here. Can I get up these stairs? One of them is down that way. This is a big enough area that there should be more than one. We found one over there near the sword, at the base of the sword. The other one, if I had to just kind of feel it out, I would say it should be somewhere in this direction. Or it's going to be something I have to take the submarine. Can't go anywhere over here. Right, right. Because when you have with most types of puzzles, especially the ones involving inventory, it's either you get the item and you instantly know what you're supposed to do with it, or you were looking for, somebody, you find a bucket somewhere, and you're like, okay, I need to use this bucket, I need to fill it with water, or I need to fill it with paint or whatever liquids are available in the game. I'm gonna grab one of those, put it in the bucket. Or you're gonna have a need, like, oh, I need some way to carry this water, and then when you find the bucket, finding the bucket is the solution to the puzzle. You go, okay, I found the bucket, puzzle solved. That's not one of them over there, is it? I don't think it is. I don't remember where I left the submarine. Let's try and find it. Is it down here? Submarine? It is. Let's go to each of the locations again. But like if you find an item and it doesn't have an immediate use and nothing else around you has an immediate use, then you start to feel like, okay, what am I missing? Have I found... Oh, I have to turn around. Skip. You start saying, have I not found the puzzle yet? Or is the puzzle something dumb? because I don't agree with the game designer. The person who made the puzzle must think that you can put 2 and 2 together, right? They go, here's a bucket and here's a lake. You use the lake to fill up the bucket. It's obvious. But if it's something that's not obvious, like, oh, you need to use the gravel on the swimsuit, just to pull an example out of nowhere. Use the gravel on the swimsuit. If you have the gravel and you have the swimsuit, you're gonna go, ugh, whatever the puzzle is, it must be something that doesn't make sense. But you're torn. You're torn between going either I haven't found all the pieces to the puzzle yet, or it's something dumb. And it's not a great position to be in. I'm looking everywhere. I want to find this final, wait. Oh, this is where, okay, this is where we got into the submarine. So we're not going to explore in this direction. I'm pretty sure there were only 5 places to go. That leads to the switching station. That's something that I haven't figured out yet. I haven't gone back there yet. Is there a reason I might not want all of these ladders available? Is there a reason I might want some of them retracted? I have not found such a reason yet. That would be a fitting end to the puzzle. To go, step 1 is realize what these are for. Step 2, make all of them available. Step 3 is figure out, oh, one of them or some of them should not be. Ooh, hold on. I can see the top of the teepee like this. I could kind of see it. I can't make out what it's supposed to be. Oh, but that design looks kind of like the spinny thing. I don't know how I'll get up there. Yeah, I can't look up from here. There isn't one on the walls in here. No. Yeah, I just barely can't make out what's over there. Yeah, as is, I can't see any reason why I would want these not sticking out. Oh, wow. I might have missed again. Hold on. Okay, I think that's just random rust. That's not... When I looked at it really quickly, when I only saw it for half a second, I thought it might have been a word written on the submarine. Damn it. So left is going to bring me to the school. I don't want to get in the habit of skipping those videos too much. Like, once again, there could be information that I'm going to miss out if I skip a video. If I assume that I have the information that I need when I really don't. No, there is no walking over there. Alright, so this is just the building. And there is no spinny orb in here. Is this fruit a puzzle? This could be like a paper being graded or something. Can I turn the lamp off? I didn't actually try clicking each of these to see if one of them has something hidden behind it. This is kind of conspicuous that it's just a blackboard with no writing on it and nothing I can do with it. We've already turned this crank, right? What does he say again? It's unintelligible, right?
Terekoi danni, ki bayem revat, arroyem be tig tavom, gabodona gayem.
Spinning thing. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it has an eye symbol on it. It has an eye symbol. When you spin it, it makes an animal noise and shows a symbol that corresponds to a number. I have found 2, 3, 4, and 5. Frog, beetle, whale, maybe, and goat, maybe. But I have not found whichever one is number 1. Assuming there is a 1, which I feel pretty strongly. I trust that there is a 1. I did have someone, at my request, I had them confer with others in the chat in hide, because I have a sort of a secret channel in here. If you type !hide in front of your sentence, I will not see it. So you can use that to speak privately to other people in the room without spoiling anything for me. Some people were like, "Is there there's something that we want to tell you, but we're not, it would kind of be a spoiler." I was like, "Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves and figure out if it's okay to tell me or not." And they decided yes, it was, and they let me know I don't need to learn this language. So I was grateful to find that out, because that sounds like it would have been a miserable experience, because it's so difficult to read. They did not make it easy. Although I don't know, maybe they were wrong. Maybe you do need it. It might make things easier. Let's spin this again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I already figured, I know almost all of my numbers now. Everything except 1 and 8. Neither one of those came up. But I will live. Alright, only one place left to go in the sub. I've already been to all these places, I'm just revisiting them now. And now to the left. We exit here, and it is the TP, as I'm calling it. And the amazing little deduction, we came here first and then went to the school, and that was when I realized, oh, this thing that lowers is for sacrificing people, I guess. Sacrificing people to a whale, maybe. Oh, that's where we lowered the sub down. Okay. Playing around with the hide. So we pulled this already. We get this little cutscene of the thing lowering. At least this is the deduction that I've made, is that this is, you tie someone to this and lower them, and then a whale or shark or whatever jumps out of the water and eats them. And that it is in some way a part of their culture, right? Because I mean, they teach it to kids and they're like, they make it a game. There is a noise. There's a noise that happens only while I'm here. Why is that? There is also... What's the deal? Why is that... Some of these things are not in the... like, not attached to somewhere that I could get out, right? If I go down here... And we, I don't know, turn around... Go forward. Will I be able to open the hatch here? No, I can't. Curious. Whoops. Not here either. Can't cross over to there. Tried knocking. It's no good. Have I tried knocking 5 times? Bah! That scared me. Wait! Was that always an option? I really wasn't expecting that. We can go up here, but it's just gonna be the place that I've already been, and there are no spinny things or eyeballs. I could bring this back up. No, I can't. Oh, there's this too. So this fish creature is probably the same fish creature they were sacrificing people to. If I can just make assumptions. And I can, so I will. So they burn fire here in order to what? Signal people? I'm trying to put together some information about like what they do here. We figured out all of the stuff about the paper making plant. This appears to be a place where they have access to the bathysphere. Oh, look, you can see how they get up there. Can I? I can't really. How would one get up there? Up there is where the controls are. They got the bathysphere lift. They have what looks like just a place to put offerings or something. I can't tell what these two things are supposed to be. Maybe a drum. And the thing here, to burn wood, maybe just to make smoke as a signal. None of this information really helps me. And yet I feel pretty sure somewhere around here is the last eyeball that I want, right? I'm going to try something, and I don't have any real reason to suspect that it will work. But I will go to the place with the levers. This thing, I don't know what it is, and I don't know why they would put it out in the water. That's all what that is. Alright. We're going to go in the sub. Ready for a field trip. We're going in the sub. Or the bathysphere, I guess. We're gonna turn around. We're gonna turn around. I can see that there must be a lot of conversation going on in Hyde. Forward again, and turn around, and then go to the right and forward. Okay. That was that one. So originally 1 and 4 were the only two that were up. And that was this one, so that I could get into the sub in the first place. And this one, which is the only place I could get out. Meaning, if If I flip number 4, that should mean everything is fine, but I cannot leave here. Right? Correct. And I can't go down. Can't climb down on my own. If I say, okay, this is fine, but don't let me anywhere else, then I won't be able to get back out of the sub at all. Just to see what happens, I'm gonna put that one out. I have to figure out which one it is. Is it 5? It's not 5. Is it 3? No, it's not 3. Shoot, which one is it? That one is the school. 5 is the school. That's the TP. Is that one? I think it is. Okay, let's go. You're just spamming some stuff. Well, I do expect people to be on their best behavior while they are in exclamation point hide, because it is a privilege to be able to say things in a chat that the streamer cannot hear or cannot read. And if I were unable to moderate in there, of course, I would like people to not take advantage of that fact. But everyone in this chat is usually very, very good. I am proud of all of you guys. Best community on Twitch, kind of. Alright, so this one I can't get out of. Cool. I kind of lost track of where I am, though. Okay, we're back at the... Okay. No, wrong thing. Is it left or is it right? Is it right? Yes, this is what I wanted. Now, let's too fast, too far. There's still this. The cave painting. Is it all the way over here? Okay. Nothing exciting happened. I hoped that for some reason coming here with this bridge retracted would do something. It did not. It was a thing to try. Okay, I thought it might be related to him, you know, the guy who shows up there and sounds that alarm. It is not. I have this, like, strong instinctive feeling that the last one is not over on the minecart place. If there is a fourth one.